Hi everyone, my name is Julie Herbst and I'm excited to share with you a little bit about hormones. Unfortunately, I had to learn all about hormones the hard way because I had a hormone-driven breast cancer. But I'm 7 years in, I'm feeling incredible, and I've had to really learn how to keep my hormones healthy. You know, with a hormone-positive cancer, your hormones are definitely out of balance, and that can happen sometimes. So I had a good talk with my hormones. I said, listen, I need you guys to do what you need to do, but then you have to leave when you're done. And that's really true of hormones. We tend to think about them in a negative way, but they're actually essential chemicals that we need inside our body. They do all kinds of great things for our body. You know, let's talk about the happy hormones first, because I love starting with happy. Endorphins, serotonin, dopamine. These are the happy hormones. These are the ones that put us in a good mood and help us to be motivated and want to hit our goals. And where do we get those from? Well, good nutrition increases those happy hormones. Exercise, managing our stress and getting enough sleep, things like that. So we want those happy hormones to be present, and we want them to really always be part of our life, okay? But then we've got some things that we don't want to be out of balance. Okay, let me give you a couple examples. Cortisol. Now, cortisol we need because a little bit of stress is normal in our lives. That allows us to work and get a lot done and feel productive and all of that, and that's great. But when cortisol stays high all the time, meaning you're just one big stress ball, you're constantly stressed out, that is a problem, and that's what we don't want. So we don't want our stress, our cortisol, to be high all the time. Sometimes, yes, not all the time, and that really goes with managing our stress in our life. We want to be happy, and we want to get outside and enjoy sunshine, and really make sure that we're balancing our life so we're not stressed all the time. Okay, let me give you another example. How about estrogen, progesterone, testosterone? Sometimes we talk about these like, oh no, these are terrible. These actually allow us to have kids. Estrogen and progesterone, these fertility types of hormones, these are things that are so good for our body. They really take care of our body all the way around. And so estrogen and progesterone, testosterone, these are supposed to go up during times in our life, like somewhere in our teens, they're going to be elevated, and then all the way through the years of childbearing. This allows us to have kids, like I said. But according to the National Institutes of Health, when we're going into that menopause transition, these are supposed to decline greatly, and a lot of times they don't. They remain high, and this was one of my problems. So we really want to really make sure that we're doing some things to keep our hormones doing their job and then exiting our body. So how can we do that? Okay, our game plan. Number one, nutrition. Wow. Plants, plants, plants. A whole foods, plant-based diet, I believe from all the research I did, is the best. And what does that mean? 90% plants, 10% animal. Now, T. Colin Campbell, who wrote the China study, would say that the most protective diet, the one that's the best in the world, is to do that kind of diet, but 100% plants. Okay, so not everybody can do that, but what does that diet generate? Well, it's a low-fat diet, and it's a high-fiber one. So what happens here is this is going to help keep your hormones in balance. It's also going to do a lot of other wonderful things for us, okay? So good nutrition, and a good part of that, in my opinion, is soy. I'm a big fan of soy. I can cite all the research about soy. There's so much. But one study that I would love to share is in the journal Menopause in 2021. What did they find? 79% decrease in hot flashes with soy. And when I think about the Asians are some of the healthiest people in the world. They live the longest. And you know what? They consume 2 servings of soy every day. So I love our Juice Plus Complete Shake. I love it, love it, love it. I have it for breakfast every day. And I also love Juice Plus because cruciferous vegetables, wow, broccoli, cabbage, kale, things like that, they help to regulate estrogen. And there's many studies on that. So Okay, so good nutrition, number one. Number two, exercise increases those happy hormones. Managing your stress also helps to keep your hormones in check and balance. And you know what? All three of these, good nutrition, exercise, stress management, and drinking water too, that's important, all help with our sleep, weight management. That's huge. You don't want to carry extra weight because hormones love to hide in fat tissue. So you really want to keep your weight under control so that those hormones don't get stuck in your body. That's a good reason. And then gut health, our gut health, we want that to be really good too, because a lot of serotonin, that's the happy hormone, that's created in our gut. Isn't that neat? And there's a gut brain connection. So all of us want to have a good mood. We want to feel good. We want to enjoy life, want to be happy with our families. And so much of this is centered around good nutrition, exercise, stress management. And I love that Juice Plus can come alongside us and help us all with this. I am so grateful for Juice Plus in my life. So happy New Year and happy hormones.